I'm eating my way through fiery food stalls in the capital of a country that's rocketed to global success in little more than a generation. A country as feisty as its food, Korea. With their misty mountain temples and hyper-modern cities, Koreans mix deep, abiding tradition and eye-popping modernity as easily as they toss together the national dish, kimchi. In the last few decades, Korea has made a beeline for the future. The result? A generation gap a mile wide. But even that is handled with the characteristic calm, proud, driven ethos of this fiercely nationalistic people. And without a doubt, this is a country to be proud of. I begin and end my South Korean journey in Seoul with a loop around the country to visit mountain temples and two historic cities, Gyeongju and Cheongju. Koreans attack life. They work hard, they play hard, and their enthusiasm's infectious. After an uneasy armistice in 1953 ended the Korean War, Seoul went from war-torn ruins to a modern metropolis that rivals any in Asia. This economic miracle is the dizzying story of South Korea. Consider that the literacy rate in South Korea was 22% in 1945, and now it's virtually 100%. Koreans are some of the most educated, hardest working people in the world. When they go modern, they mean business. The Olympics may have left town in 1988, but in Seoul, the shopping Olympics never end. You can buy anything, anywhere, anytime. Everywhere you turn in Seoul, people are out shopping, eating, shopping and eating. In the Myeongdong area, shops and malls fiercely compete for young people's won, the local currency. The streets are filled with young women with microphones, luring customers into the shops. Seoul has several enormous markets that sell everything under the sun. My guide, Ji-sung, takes me through sprawling Namdaemun Market. I see people, it's now 6 o'clock at night, I see new people coming and setting up stands.
That's right. This market has a two-face. Like at the daytime, have a wholesalers, and night from now, as many of street vendors coming in and selling their stuff, and also running a tent restaurant. This is also a very famous dumpling restaurant, and that woman is very famous. She pack it and very fast.
What kind of dumplings are these?
Has a pork and vegetable inside.
Man, they can't give her the money fast enough. There are about 12 people in the kitchen making these, bringing them out. Now we're talking. More supplies have arrived. Woo, steaming. Those will be gone in 10 minutes. Here we go. Here she goes.
Yeah, she's really fast.
We're gonna watch her. Look at it. Oh my God, there she goes. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring out the plastic bag. Oh, she is good.
She only come out when they have a long queue.
When they have a long queue, they bring out the professional. Where does ginseng come from?
This is a whole root of ginseng, and this is a root of the ginseng plant.
The root, I see.
And it's, cultivating in Korea.
And what does it mean, ginseng? Is there an English translation?
Like there's a two Chinese character stand for ginseng. We call it insam. Ginseng means a human body shaped root.
It is sort of in a Tim Burton kind of way, shaped like a human body. Well, I'm looking at this poster. It says enhances brain activity, strengthens the immune system, improves sexual stamina, protects the liver. I mean, it does everything.
That's right.
The population of metropolitan Seoul is about 24 million. The city proper has 25 districts and 522 neighborhoods. Thank goodness there's a great way to get around and avoid the traffic. Seoul's subway system is extensive. It costs about $1 to get anywhere. It's fast, clean, and safe. Korea is an extremely homogeneous nation. It experienced a remarkable 1,300 years as a unified and independent country. But once the country fell, it fell hard. After 40 years of increasing influence, Japan finally annexed Korea in 1910. After World War II, Korea was divided by the Allies, and the resulting Korean War ripped the country asunder. Tensions remain high between North and South. It's a particularly tough fate because Korea had been unified since the 600s. I'm cruising around Hwangdae, the university district in Seoul, a place fabled for its nightlife. But don't be fooled by all the partying. It's common for high school students to attend night classes after school, return home at midnight, and start all over again the next morning. That's the kind of dedication and hard work that's made this small country the world's 15th largest economy and the 4th largest in Asia. A night on the town means lots of food. A common greeting here isn't hello, it's have you eaten rice? It ought to be, have you eaten kimchi? This spicy, fermented side dish is ubiquitous, as are dozens of other side dishes with every meal. Korean food is balanced, healthy, robust, and flavorful. Suji Park is one of a new generation of Korean women, an entrepreneur and restaurateur in a country long dominated by men. She and her brother, Sung Bin, took me to their favorite monkfish restaurant. So I've eaten crabs on the eastern shore of Maryland for decades, but I don't know how to eat this. Can you show me?
I will show you.
So this is raw, this is cold?
This is cold, marinated. Put this up.
So you pick it up and you just suck the meat out, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
How was it? Good, huh?
Nice. Crab stew. Oh my God. And Sean, what do I use this for? This is for what?
This for a sauce for the monkfish.
For the monkfish, okay. This is great. The monkfish is fabulous. Nice
Good,
heat.
good.
Very nice heat. Look, I love monkfish. I've never had it like this. And is this pasta with it?
It's not noodle, it's a bean sprouts.
You own your own restaurants. You have 4 in Seoul
Yes.
and 2 in Tokyo.
Yes, I do.
Tell me how women as businesswomen, or business owners in your case, how different it is now than it might have been 20 or 30 years ago for your mother.
Right, right.
Would that have been possible then?
No. With my case, I don't have any problem being female entrepreneur. And I was talking to my other female entrepreneur the other day, and she used to work for a newspaper company. Early 1980s, there was no woman allowed, actually, to any of those corporations, right? Only secretaries. It just changed.
That's not that long ago. The 80s.
No, but Korea is like, it's so dynamic country. Have another soju.
Another soju. Yeah. Well, it's the only friendly thing to do, I guess. It's like a very mild vodka.
Right. Then I do 2 hands, and you do 1 hand because I'm younger than you. It's a respect. Korea is it's everything about respect for
Well, I'm liking
older
that
people.
part. I'm liking that part because where I live, I don't get a whole lot of respect. No matter what my age. So when you meet someone, do you ask them what year they were born?
Yes, that's very usual.
Just sort of get where it's all at?
Yeah. So what year were you born, or how old are you? Then you decide, what to call. I'm not supposed to call you by name, Rudy, in Korea.
Why?
It's not, I'm supposed to call you like Mr. someone.
Because I'm older?
Or, yes, because he's,
Really?
I'm older than him, so he never calls me Suji in Korean.
What does he call you?
He
Sister?
calls me Nuna, sister.
Sister, I see.
Right, never calls anyone who's even.
But if we were
older.
close friends, if we knew each other for 10 years,
No.
you would call me Rudy.
No.
You would still call me Mr.
Call
Maxa?
me, or actually 아저씨, which is like a uncle, or like, I'm sorry.
선생님, Rudy 선생님.
선생님 is
My
like,
back is starting to hurt. I'm starting to feel really old.
we say 건배.
Konbe. Konbe, Sean. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you did the second one as a shot as well.
It's full of surprises.
The next morning, I finally find some people who won't call me uncle. Traditional Seoul wakes to prayers at Buddhist Jogesa Temple in the center of the city. Buddhism arrived in Korea via China in the 4th century. Buddhism is the religion most practiced here, followed closely by Christianity. Buddhism and Confucianism dominated society here for centuries. Confucian beliefs still run strong here in the reverence for education and respect for elders and for ancestors. Yet the rigid, male-dominated culture is cracking, and women are increasingly educated and accepted as members of the workforce. In 1394, the Joseon dynasty, which would reign for 500 years, chose Seoul as its capital. The Gyeongbokgung Palace was built in an auspicious location at the foot of the mountains surrounding Seoul. Under the Joseon dynasty, Confucianism was reestablished as the national philosophy. I'm headed south now to discover traditional Korea. This mountainous country is dotted with impressive temples, serene outposts far from the cities. When Buddhism arrived in Korea, it merged with the people's shamanism and worship of nature and spirits. Because many of the spirits lived in the mountains, Buddhist temples were erected in the hills. Ginza Temple is one of the most colorful and one of the largest, with hundreds of monks in residence here. In an attempt to keep Korean culture alive, the government subsidizes folk villages where people live and work as they did 300 years ago. More than 100 traditional houses cluster around a river at Haohae Folk Village, a UNESCO World Heritage Site whose name means wandering river. The residents are all descended from a clan that's lived here since the 17th century. Their houses reflect the family's traditional status in the clan. As I travel back in time in Korea, it's only fitting I spend my first night in one of its most illustrious cities. Gyeongju is the capital of ancient Shilla. Gyeongju was named the City of Gold for all its wealth and golden ornaments. This ancient capital was a renowned center for learning and the arts. The most striking sight in town are the huge grass mounds, burial tombs for Shilla kings and queens. The Shilla kingdom lasted for nearly 1,000 years, from 57 BC to 935 AD. In the 600s, it unified Korea under one rule. It was the Shilla who introduced Chinese culture to Japan. When you're in the mood for a bun with red bean paste, there's only one place to come in town. It's called Hwangnam bread. Fabulous. Right out of the oven, lightly toasted. Oh. Opulent, sweet. Bet you can't eat just one. This sweet and savory snack is so popular, there's always a line. People from Seoul order Hwangnam bread and freeze it so they can enjoy these treats all year long. Korea is very proud of its cultural treasures and ranks them in importance. Bulguska Temple on the outskirts of Gyeongju tops the list as historic landmark #1. The Shilla dynasty established Buddhism as the national religion and was largely responsible for its spread to Japan. Bulguksa is the Shilla kingdom's tour de force architectural achievement, and monks, both male and female, live and worship here. Hiking is the national pastime in Korea. In 2004, the government shortened the work week to 5 days, so now, more than ever, people are heading for the hills. Korean hikers don't fool around. They're decked out in the latest gear. This mountainous country is crisscrossed with hundreds of trails, and hiking clubs are popular. Don't forget to dust off your boots back at the trailhead. Many hikes in Korea involve a mountain temple, and Haensa is one of Korea's famed 3 jewels of Buddhism. At Haensa, the Buddhist canon is stored on more than 80,000 hand-carved wooden printing blocks. Called the Tripitaka Koreana, these texts were carved in birchwood in the 1200s. In 1398, a perfectly ventilated and climate-controlled storehouse was built to house the tablets, and they remain preserved there to this day. party never ends at a highway rest stop here in Korea. You can get your grilled squid, you can check your email for free at a fully staffed business center, buy yourself a camping stove, and if you really got to work those kinks out, head on over to the batting cage. Got a piece of it, all right. Come on, give me your best. That's it, that's all you got? Yeah. My next stop, Cheongju, is a smaller city than Seoul. While Gyeongju is an open-air museum, Cheongju is lively with university students and it's famous for its food. But smack in the middle of this modern city is a town within a town. Hundreds of traditional Korean dwellings called hanaks have been restored. The first kings of the Joseon dynasty were born here. Joseon's translated as the land of the morning calm, and it's become a popular name for Korea. On the streets of Cheongju, I happen upon an ever-growing crowd of people singing folk songs. Cheongju is known as the cuisine capital of Korea, and its signature dish is bibimbap. There are no plain flavors in Korea. Everything has something extra.
And a sauce, plenty of sauce.
Right. So here's the national dish of the national
Basic side dish of the
Kimchi.
Korean food, kimchi.
kimchi. Can't live without it here.
Does Korean people have kimchi every day, every meal? Yes, we are.
Breakfast too, right? The Bibimbap Express arrives. Look at this. Look at this, like a painting. It's gorgeous. It looks very elegant.
Yeah, 21 ingredients on a one bowl.
There are 21 ingredients in
Yeah,
here. So
21 different vegetables.
what is in here? I'm about to mix this all around. I've got, looks like chili paste.
Yeah, chili paste in here, cabbage, and radish kimchi, and raw beef tarts.
Garlic, mushroom,
Yeah, zucchini.
rice,
all
obviously.
different.
Okay. Delicious. Hanji, traditional Korean paper, is made from the bark of the mulberry tree. Introduced to Korea from China, the art of paper making spread from here to Japan. Hanji paper can last for more than 1,000 years. As you can see from the racks here, there's all kinds of gorgeous colored paper. There's an enormous rainbow of wrapping paper that's available here. And if people wrote letters anymore, they'd find some great stationery here in about 30 different colors with matching envelopes. Paper fan, of which there are many designs because it gets really hot here in Korea in the summer. In the evenings, people gather for a performance of pansori, a kind of narrative folk opera whose roots can be traced back to shamanistic rites. Back in Seoul, Ji-sung invites me to his home, where, in traditional Korean fashion, 3 generations of Kims live together.
When I was a little girl, there is no apartments in Seoul. Everybody lives in a small house and with their families. Because of that, it becomes very difficult to make our traditional foods in the apartment. It's a big difference, I think.
Now, why do you have a separate refrigerator for kimchi?
If you read in the past time, we use the same refrigerator.
Right, but now-
the kimchi's smell is in the refrigerator. So we need another one.
So this is only for kimchi?
Yeah.
Ah.
I made kimchi with the cucumbers.
Did your mother teach you how to make kimchi?
Yes. Especially mother-in-law taught me kimchi.
Now you are a mother-in-law. Are you teaching your daughter-in-law how to make kimchi?
Yes.
How about your daughter?
Daughter, I want to teach her,
Right.
but she She don't want. She doesn't want it.
Well, thank you for showing me your kimchi refrigerator.
You're welcome.
I gotta get me one of these. Home for me is the Park Hyatt Seoul, where the city is literally at your feet. In this sleek, upside-down hotel, the lobby and pool are at the top, on the 24th floor, with striking views of Seoul day and night. I've seen the land of the morning calm, and now I've returned to the land of nighttime restlessness. And the first place I head is the Gwangjong Food Market. Food writer Daniel Gray has been living in Seoul for 3 years, and Gwangjong is one of his favorite haunts. Daniel, what's going on here?
Oh, this is binde duck. So basically, what they're doing is they're getting mung beans, which are before bean sprouts sprout. That's what the beans look like, and they put it through this stone grinder, and in the bottom you see this paste down here. And what they'll do is they'll take this stuff and they'll mix it. They'll mix it together. They'll kind of make like a pancake. They're gonna crisp it up with a lot of oil. Dip it in the sauce.
Oh, put it in the sauce here?
Yep. Take it off.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, right?
First of all, it's fried, so you know it's good.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have one more bite just to make sure it's really that good.
It is.
So is this a main course or a side dish?
It's a something that you have with alcohol. So when you're out with friends and you're having a couple drinks, this is what you'll eat.
Nibbles.
Yeah, nibbles. All right, let's go visit my favorite banchan guy, side dish guy.
Ooh, there are a lot of side dishes here.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
I love these crabs here.
Oh, these are so good. These are this is called kanjang gejang. It's soy marinated crab.
Oh,
So
fabulous.
so you marinate it in crabs, and inside is like really gelatinous and succulent. Really good. They're kind of like popcorn shrimp, except they're crab. Korean food, you're gonna have lots of little tiny side dishes. That's why there are so many different colors. They correspond to healing a different part of yourself. So like if you're supposed to eat something red, you're supposed to balance it out with something black, something white,
Something green.
something green. Yeah, everything's really
I
good.
think he's got all the basic color groups here. There's a tradition in Seoul of good food followed by, well, a room. Bang means room in Korean, and there are bangs for everything here. You can watch a movie in a private DVD bang, or play computer games in a PC bang. Or you can sing with your friends in a nori bang. Somehow, the quiet beauty and ancient customs of the countryside don't feel at odds with life in the big city. It's a bit like the Koreans themselves. Yes, they love their country, they're devoted to family, and have a deep reverence for their elders, but that doesn't stop them from embracing the latest fashion fads or footwear. Nationalistic and proud, with roots reaching deep into the past and open arms to the future. Is there anything the kind, enthusiastic, determined people of Korea can't do? 24/7 shopping, batting cages at highway rest stops, and coffee shops in every block. What a country. Reporting from Korea, I'm Rudy Maxa. Annyeong. Some of Korea's elaborate mountain temples offer temple stays for guests, but you have to observe the monks' rites, which means getting up very early in the morning and doing chores. The food is simple and healthy, and finding yourself alone with a chanting monk or gazing at the elaborate and colorful temple art and the serene face of the Buddha can make normal life feel miles away. English is not as widely spoken in Korea as in other Asian countries, but there's a lot of signage in English, including some very amusing shop names. Who wouldn't want to visit a store called Happy Virus? And teenagers like to sport t-shirts with fractured English phrases. Luckily, the subway is easy to use and stops are listed in English. If you want to take a taxi cab around town, there's a free translation service. Dial a free number on your cell phone, tell the operator in English where you want to go, hand the phone to the cab driver, and off you go.